Okay, so I am recording. So thank you, Lainey and Chris and Kat and Emmelinka for being on. It's so nice to see your faces. I missed everybody, and it's so hard being on the other side of the world because our time zones are so out. And so when it's like really late at night for us, it's like morning for you guys, and vice versa. And so it's quite hard to try to kind of catch up with everybody. But it's so nice to see you all. And it's really nice to be back. And I tell you what, you guys, we are just so in the right company. It's just, yeah, look, congratulations. If this is your first network marketing company, congratulations for landing with the very, very best one. So what can I say about the training that we just had in Phoenix? It was absolutely exceptional. Hands down, that was the best training that I have ever received in my almost 4 years of Isogenics. It was incredibly powerful, incredibly impactful. And what we've come away with is a real sense of clarity around what we need to do to go forward to help, one, build ourselves, build our own success, but also to help you guys go further and build your success. So it's a very, 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 very exciting time to be involved. But also remember that at the end of the day, your success is up to you. I am here to help you build your business, but you are the one that needs to build your business too. I'm just here alongside you to help you. Remember that there's some of you that I've had a discussion with is that in your business, I am your full-time employee, and I sit here waiting for you to contact me to help you in some capacity. But we need to get going. Okay. So pens and papers handy. You need to make sure that you're serious, that you are absolutely serious about what you're doing here in Isogenics, and showing that you're serious, you will have tickets to events. The next event that we have coming up, of course, is New Year Kickoff. We have the one in Melbourne on the 20th of January. So I know that there are some people, if you haven't started your video, if you can start your video for me, please, so I can see your faces, unless you're on the phone, and that's okay. But I do need a show of hands or an acknowledgement that you do have your ticket to NYKO, either in Melbourne, awesome, or either in Adelaide, which I think, and please know that when I talk about events, it's okay not to go to an event if the only reason is if you're out of the country, pretty much. Because I think, Di, you're out of the country, so your excuse for not going to NYK, because I think you're going to be in Bali. Of course, there will be some other extenuating circumstances why you may not be going to be able to get to an event, but this is your business. Your success is your job, and you must be showing up to events. Okay, I can't put that any clearer. And to be honest, I, going forward, will only be working with those who are serious about themselves. So you must be showing up to events. So NYKO, hands up again, who has them? I can't see Kat, or Kat's on twice. Kat, you're double up. Awesome. And yeah, if the other girls who are on the phone, if you can just get to me in the chat, and let me know if you guys have got tickets, that would be great. Di, I think you're away. Chris has got them. Laney's got them. I have them, and anyone else, we just need to double check. Okay, but and anybody watching the recording, again, take down the dates. Ready? We have NYKO in Brisbane on the 6th of January. So NYKO stands for New Year Kickoff. 13th of January, it's in Adelaide. So if you have a team in the Sunraysia, then that would be the closest one, I believe, to you. 14th of January, Perth and Christchurch. 20th of January, we have Sydney, Melbourne and Auckland. 27th of January, we have Wellington. And the 28th of January, we have Cairns. If you happen to have a team in Cairns, please let them know that I'll be there. I'm going to be helping those guys out with that one in Cairns. Okay. And then, of course, the next point that we will be building into, and you will get this in a second, is we are building into celebration in March, which is the 23rd to the 25th. So can I have, Shane's just telling me he's going to be there too. Can I just have a show of hands who already has a celebration ticket for March? I have. All right. This is what we then build into. Okay. Same again. If we need to take this serious, this is our job, this is our business, this is our success. Celebration is basically your national conference. If you had bought a business, let's say it was a franchise business, then it would be an expectation that you get to your franchise business training or major conference. This is it. Okay. So you need to be confirming that you are going to celebration as soon as possible. And please do not leave it till last thing to get your ticket, because when they're gone, and we're not going to have that whole rough around again like we had with UIA. Okay. We have incredible speakers. We have Lynn Hagedorn and Michael Klaus. You'll also have incredible Australian-based trainers, but you also have Laura Stevens, who is coming across from the States as well. So please, please, please get yourself celebration tickets. All right. Okay. So what do we have for you going forward? You have some absolutely incredible, exceptional campaigns. Now, if you happen to get on the Ready Set Summer campaign last night, you will have seen that brief. Who got on that call? I was there. It was like 20 minutes. Awesome. All right. So you know that one had starts from the 1st of January until the 30 day of December, 1st of December till the 31st of December. Know that it runs in US times, but it's an enrollment incentive campaign. So if you have, I don't know, I've got the pictures, but there's different amounts of cash incentives. And I will let you know in a second what we are playing for. All right. So if you enroll 5 new customers between the 1st of December to the 31st of December, you'll receive US $200. If you enroll 8 brand new customers between the 1st and the 31st, you'll receive US $500. If you enroll 12 or more new customers, then you will receive US $800 plus a celebration bonus of $200, which can only be redeemed once you go to celebration. Okay, pretty cool. Know that Ready Set Summer also continues on into January. So exactly the same incentives are payable and due for the same thing. So you go 5 new customers from the 1st to the 31st of January, it's 200 US. 8 new customers, it's 500 US. 12 or more new customers, it's 800 plus a celebration 200. So incredible, incredible, incredible cash bonuses there. But wait, there's more. That is what's available through Isagenix ANZ. So that is there and available for absolutely everybody. What is available from us? So know when I say us, we are working in collaboration, and you will see that everything now will say building dreams, making a difference, because it's important that we come back into collaboration. And our group, I'm not going to use myself as the thing. It's just our group. There's no hierarchy here. This is our collaboration, one team. Narelle and I are working together with our whole entire team, offering some more incentives. Yay! You should clap to that. Yay! Okay. So please write this down. We have what is called the 12 Days of Christmas promotion. It starts on the 11th of December and runs through to the 22nd. It is an enrollment incentive for our group. You must enroll your customers on a 30-day pack minimum, so 30-day pack or above. A minimum 2 enrollments to play. Okay, it's basically the person who has the highest amount of enrollments in that 12 days will receive $800 cash plus a celebration ticket. 2 or more. Pretty good. You excited about that? Plus, if you, let's say you get 5, then you get like your $200 from Isagenix ANZ, which is cool, and you happen to be 5, and you happen to be our winner, you get $800 cash, cold hard cash, delivered to your bank account 2 days before Christmas, plus a celebration ticket. Just give me some smiles and some yells, because that's pretty incredible. Awesome. I think $800 to anybody just before Christmas would make a massive, massive difference. All right. Now, the next part, you get a small break, and then you have our global cleanse enrollment incentive. So you must be on the Zoom call tomorrow night with Brett and Sammy as well, so you can learn about the global cleanse. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be on that one because I have to go and help do a presentation. But I have some inside knowledge anyway, but you need to be on that one too. Our group incentive for the global cleanse starts from the 25th of December, happens to be Christmas Day, right through to the end date for enrollment for the global cleanse, which is the 8th of January. That is a $500 cash incentive plus a celebration ticket. The same criteria applies. It's a 30-day pack or more with a minimum 2 enrollments to be able to play. Got it? So when I say play, it just means whoever has the most amount of enrollments at the end of the incentive period is the person that takes away the cash. Okay? If there happens to be, I don't know what's going to happen if there's a draw. We haven't worked that out. I would say that we need to work it out. I don't know. It might need to be split down the middle. Otherwise, get to work and do 20. All right? All good? Happy with that? And if you need to add anything, you want to ask any questions, please come off mute so you can ask away. All good?
All good.
Okay, cool. It's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
So all of those cash-ins, so the Ready Set Summer promotion is there, and that is set for 2 months straight by Isagenix. That is all there available for you as well. So that sits there in the background as that big promotion that's set by Isagenix ANZ. Then our smaller ones sit on top of that. So we have the 12 days of Christmas from the 11th to the 22nd, $800 cash plus a celebration ticket. Criteria, 30-day pack or more, minimum 2 enrollments to play. Global Cleanse promotion, 25th of December to the 8th of January, $500 cash plus a celebration ticket, 30-day pack or more, minimum 2. Okay. So it's incredible. There's a nice little amount of money there. And I would be suggesting that if you happen to be the one that works your butt off and works your tail off, and you put in the effort here, and this cash comes into you, you have a celebration ticket, you use it to purchase your plane ticket. Okay. This also applies to our team in New Zealand. So I know that Shani, who will possibly be watching this recording later, is planning on coming. So the same applies for her. So all good? Okay. So that's the fun side of it. What do you want me to tell you from Eric Warray? What would you like me to tell you?
Everything.
Okay, so if you're on the Team Breakthrough page, you'll see that I did 2 lives. So the first one was 20 minutes, and then the second one was about 30. I tried to condense 14 hours of training into 2 lives. So jump on that page and have a look at the lives. Probably the biggest takeaway is some story development, actually, and this is just going to rock your boat and kind of hurt your head after coming out of UAA. And Kat, those guys that were there that learnt the 30-second story template, Eric Warray has a different way of helping you discover your story, and I think that it's much simpler, and it also seems to then flow a lot more authentically. So it's basically, my background is in health and fitness. I was a PT for about 7 years, and I absolutely loved it. I loved helping women change their bodies, and I loved helping you know, educate them around all things health and fitness and just really help women impact their lives for the better. But what I didn't like was that I gave so much to other people that I forgot about myself in the process. And not only did I forget about myself, but I forgot about my friends and my family. And pretty much I just lost time out of my life. One day, like, I seriously realized that my kids were about 5, and then all of a sudden they were 10, and I'd missed out on this huge chunk of life. And I was terribly, terribly sad. You know, a solution just happened to pop into my lap one day that was able to still help me do what I love, which was to impact people's lives, but also gave me my greatest asset back, which is time. And I am so fortunate to have that and be living what I love every day, helping people live bigger, bolder, and better, but have time to be able to do that with my friends and family. And I'm excited for anybody who wants to learn how to do it. That's the story development through Eric Worre. That sound good?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because you just have to practice it. So we had an assignment to practice it 100 times in the next 30 days. So thanks very much for helping me practice it. And it's just a nicer way to be able to share it. You never say isogenics. You simply say I found a solution or I have a solution. So it's better. But we can work on that going forward into another training. In another, actually on another call, and let's say we will actually come back together next Tuesday night and we'll go over that. I will type up the framework, which is simply your story is 1, your background, 2, so your background and what you loved. Number 2 is the but, what I didn't like. Number 3 is that you found a solution, and number 4 is how you feel about the future, and that's simply how you flow through it. Okay, and I'll type that up and put it in there. Probably one of the best things that I loved about what he did and him as a person is that he's very he had a way of helping people own their worth and own their capability and own their deservability like I've never seen any other trainer that Isogenics has brought in. I feel terrible for saying this, but I say he's far superior to David Wood. I would actually even say that he's better than Tony Robbins in the fact that he's a master network marketing trainer. And so he understands the network marketing framework and network marketing as a business and actually what it takes to be successful at network marketing. So does David Wood, but there's just something a little bit different about Eric Worre. You know, what I also loved is that he really spent a lot of time on really, you know, really helping us understand. And I hope that you guys understand that what it's going to take here for you to be incredibly successful at this is to literally take it by the balls and own it. Yeah. You need to give yourself radical permission to actually show up in the world as you are. And you need to give yourself radical permission to do this. You need to give yourself radical permission to own your stake in Isogenics and actually be really, really proud of it, so that whenever anybody says something out against it, you defend it, but you defend it, you know, not angrily, but you defend it with purpose. Okay, defend it in the realms of being an educator with compassion and love, and you know that when you do that, when you step up into that permission, that the universe is going to try to knock you back, and there's going to be a lot of shock waves. All right, so what you need to do is understand that you need to build some grit, and grit definitely. If you all are going to stick at this, you need to build your personal power. Okay, if you want my greatest gift to help you build your personal power, it will be reading the 4 agreements. Okay, And so within the 4 agreements, you understand that when people come out against you, it has nothing to do with you. It is only a reflection of themselves, and remembering that every single person lives in their own dreamlike state, in their own reality. And that quote that I put up yesterday, which I found on the back of the toilet door, if I offend you, then I reveal something inside of you. Okay? The things you learn on the back of toilet doors. It's incredible. All right? And you need to stick with your decision. You need to stick with it. You know, one of the other calls that we did not so long ago, we ask you to firmly make a commitment. How many years are you willing to get good at this? How many years are you willing to be messy actually at this until you get good at this? So, what is it? 1 year? 1 year, Eric Worre says it's a minimum of 1 year for you to become competent. I've got to find these. All right. Let me find the numbers because I wrote it down. So it's going to take you a minimum of 1 year to become competent. It's going to take 3 years of diligent part-time effort for you to go full-time. It's going to take 5 years for you to have a significant full-time income. And it's going to take 7 years for you to become a world-class expert. Okay. So what are you willing to put in? 1, 3, 5, or 7? Now we know that there's some anomalies, and we know that there's people that can go faster than that. But I guarantee that if those people went faster than that, they put in a 7-year effort into a 1 year time frame. Does that make sense? Yeah. They probably hardly slept. They probably had e-shots through their veins, and I guarantee they would have had huge whys, a huge driver. Okay, probably driven out of a lot of desperation to really build this fast, because I know that that's what happens to most people who build this really fast, is they have a very big, deep, desperate why. All right. Okay, you're going to have to work, you're going to need to grow, and the size of the person is the size of the paycheck. And for things to grow, you must grow. So you not only need to be developing your skills around network marketing, you need to be developing your skills as a person. So you need to be delving into personal development. But I'm going to put an asterisk on the personal development. Okay. There are a lot of people who offer a lot of courses on mindset, on all of this type of stuff. If you are looking to go and do a personal development course, or you want to do something, let's just roundtable it and chat about it. Not just to me, we can chat to other people to make sure that whoever you're going to see isn't going to rip you an arm or a leg or a new one. Yeah. And that it's personal development, which is actually going to be beneficial to you. Does that make sense? If you're looking to personally develop in the space of network marketing, you should always be doing something that's within the world of network marketing. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you want to work on personal development as an educator, you would be working with personal development through, someone recommended, let's say through the education department. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right. So you need to learn some skills, and you are also going to need to focus. Okay. So you are going to have to commit to being focused. So I'm just going to ask you, what's your commitment? You can all come off mute and you can give me your commitment. You can tell me, I've got a lot going on right now, so I just don't think I can commit. Or, and please know that that's okay, because I've got really big, lofty goals here, but my goals are fueled by growth and contribution, because when I can grow and contribute to somebody else's success, of course I grow, but it's actually about you guys. But I only have a limited amount of time and a limited amount of energy. So I'm not asking for you to pull yourself out of the game. I hope you don't, but know that I will only be working with those that can commit to getting to events, that have their tickets, and that are really serious about themselves. Okay. So can you please come on and tell me, are you focused? Have you got 12 months worth of focus in you? You can come off mute. You need to come off mute.
Oh, I'm not even on mute now.
Oh, hello.
All right. So M, are you focused? Have you got 12 months worth of focus in you? Emmelinka.
I think everyone has 12 months worth of focus in them. It's just if they really want it hard enough, and that's what you've got to really figure out. And these past couple of weeks, I've been quite on that downhill slope, that first one. And now I've realised that if it's really what I want, I've really got to get myself and, back into the game and kick myself up the arse and get back into it. So 12 months is definitely what I'm looking for, and I just need to make a focus plan on that to get me there.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for your honesty, because this is the second part of the question, okay? So also know that there is always going to be ups and downs in this business. Always. It's life, actually, and it is no different than any other business. There is job business. There is always going to be ups and downs. So what do I have permission to do for all of you? And this is going to be individual, so you can answer me as we have this chat through the group. But what do I have permission to do when you're in a downtime? So I'm asking that for everyone, so you can be prepared with your answer. But Emmelinka, when you're in a downtime, what do I have permission to do? What do you want me to do for you or say to you? Or, what is it? Do you need a pat on the back, or do you need to kick up the ass?
No, I don't need a pat on my back. I need someone to kick me up the ass and say, you can do it, so go out and bloody do it, you dickhead.
Okay, I would never call you a dickhead. But I will give you a kick up the ass. I would remind you why you started and what you're working towards.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, honey bun. Thank you. It's nice to see your face, by the way. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to ask you to unmute. So, Lainey, if Piper's all settled, do you want to come on and tell me if you've got 12 months of focus? And if there's downtimes, what do I have permission to do?
Hi. Yes, I'm definitely focused. I am getting back on track now after recouping from Piper, which is slowly on the mend, which is great. But yeah, definitely I need that kick up the bum like M. And yes, you do have permission to give me a fair boot as well in times. I do find that I do get distracted with my children. But they are my reason as to why I'm doing this as well. So for my family, we need this. So please, by all means, Lise.
Awesome. And please know this goes out from a heart space to all of the parents either here or watching at home. You make your children your why, not your why not, okay? They're always your excuses to be, do, and have better, not be, do, and have less. Please, okay? You can write that down. I didn't come up with that line though, but please make your children your why and not your why not. And I'll tell you something in a second. My little beautiful baby girl made me so, so proud yesterday. So can someone remind me to come back and tell you why? All right. Thanks, Chicky. All right. Beautiful, Chris. So nice to see your beautiful angel face. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And you?
I am really good. Really good.
Absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you.
You really have.
So
all I need you to do is keep doing what you're doing. You keep boost this every time we listen to you and see you. You will boost.
Thank you.
I know I'm slow, but that's all right. I'm getting there.
Yeah. And I know that you've had a lot going on, but do you give me your 12 months worth of focus? Now, I know that I will not be kicking you up the bum. I will be stirring you with love and compassion. But do you have that 12 months worth of focus in you?
Yeah, I definitely do now, yeah.
Okay.
Unless I'm going to do it again, it'll take me 6 months to pick up again.
Yeah, Beautiful. Okay, awesome. And can I tell you something? I found this little, I've been cleaning and moving, right? So like, and I was throwing out a jacket, and you might not be able to see this, but this was a little note that you wrote to me once, and I found it in there, and it said, "You are not a leader, but people want to follow you." I found you a little note.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. All right. So thanks, Chris. All right, Di Chicky D.
Hi. Yes, now first of all, first time I've been on one of these Zoom conferences things. So how do I get myself onto you, or can you see me?
I can see ya.
Okay. I give you permission to give me a good kick up the butt.
Yeah.
Big time. I have just gone through, you know, those 100 no's. Well, I've gone through about 5 in the last week. So I started feeling a bit low, but I'm committed. My husband wants me to be committed. I've told him about the tickets in Brisbane, that I'm going at least, and I asked him to come along, and he is thinking about them. So he's also wanting me to be on board with this. He's seen a complete change when I came out of UIA in my demeanour, how buzzed I was. I mean, you can't help but not be.
No.
And he's just, you know, he's just seen that, you know, a massive change in my aura, in everything. So I am committed to this. I am 100% committed to it. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So,
can you pull me up on something too as well? So someone has to own that I need to tell you about Sophie, and someone has to own that I need to tell you about relationships.
yep.
Just remind me there's 2 things that I need to come back to. And thank you,
Yep.
Di. I one of the things that I love about going to events, when I go to events, either with existing people or new people, is watching the blossoming. Seriously, like it's the incredible blossoming. That's the only way that I can explain it when I go to events with people, because I remember what my first events were like, and then I see them do the same thing. And now it was exceptional in Phoenix to be in a room with about 400 other like top leaders, and some of these names might be off to you if you're just new, but you should go Google them. So with people like Tracy O'Malley and Herb Cepeda and Jay Bennett and Susan Sly and Hayden Vavra, so all of these incredible leaders, and every single one of us all at the same time, when Eric Warray dropped something, you could just literally hear a pin drop, and then everyone go, like, it was awesome. It was so collective, all of the people all at the same time having this big aha moment. And you know, I hear that and I see that too when we go through our events, and that is the fuel for me. It's the fuel of growth, my own and others, and the contribution that I give back to people is now my burning fuel. Okay.
Yeah.
But know that it's okay to have the I just need to tell you, please be okay with having the self-centered fuel at the start. I know, I get it. It's okay to have the self-centered fuel, that it's about you and your energy and your space and your place and your cash. Be okay with that. But there will come a point when it's self-centered that it just won't be serving, because it won't get you very far. You then need to turn around and come back into growth and contribution, and that will get you going far longer. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Chicky. All right, Beej. Hello, BJ. Do I have 12 months worth of focus, and what is my?
I have 12 months worth of focus. And yes, I think my distraction is work. It's so consuming, and husband and kids, obviously. And yeah, I think when I'm out and about or disconnected, I think, yeah, I don't want to, yeah, I just want you to just remind me why.
Yep. Remind you why.
Yep.
Do you want to share your why with everybody so you can, so hang on, don't do that. Don't do that yet. We're going to come on with some calls to action for next week. Okay. So BJ, remind me of that. Okay. All right. Thank you, honey bun. All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful Cat. Hello, Cat. Becca's iPhone. How are you?
Hey. Good.
Oh, can we congratulate Beck? Can we congratulate Kat, please, for her first enrollments and for becoming our newest consultant? Yay! And
Thanks.
congratulations for earning your first cycle, which is a residual income. Congratulations, because I checked today. So you've clocked over to consultant now and you've earned your first cycle. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Chicky D, do I have 12 months worth of focus from you? And what do I need, or what permission do I have from you for when you're in a down moment?
Definitely kick me up the ass.
Yep. Okay. All right. It's okay to be honest too, by the way. Like if you are driven more by love and compassion and understanding than you are by the kick up the bum, please know that it's also okay to say that I just need a little bit of love and compassion. Okay. Yeah. But I know that. I know the goal around Talaruk. So we're all good there too. Okay. All right. Thanks, honey bun. And serious congratulations again. I'm so excited for you. And I think I also need to say well done for doing the enrollment on your own. It was a bit hard as I was overseas.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, BJ, for stepping up and help her, even though she did it herself. See, it's not so hard. All right. Okay. Tara's on 2. So whichever one you're on, Tara might be on 3 actually. Tara, I got you on the phone, mate, I think. So
hi everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, my mobile phone got a virus last week, so Telstra had to reset it. So I will get Zoom back on when I can download it.
Yep.
So my why, I'm committed to not 12 months, I'm looking at the next 10 years. So it's long term for me.
Cool.
I can see a future, and the residual income. Why not make money work for me? So Lisa's got a good support and with a great team and help each other. Yep. So I know there's lots of people around me that need to feel good and lose weight and have energy and get up at 5:30 and go for wonderful walks and watch the sunrise and live life. So I'm glad I came to the UIA, because even though I only did one day, that really made a big impact on me. So I'll be there in January, and I'm hoping to get there in March. So I've bought my ticket and just got to make it happen.
Excellent.
So yeah.
And what permission do I have from you in a downtime? What do I?
Just touch base, keep in touch, and just make sure that I'm on the right track. And if I'm doing things wrong or need to improve, just tell me what I can do to try and help myself.
Okay. So do you know one of the best things? I will, Chicky D. I'm just going to put you back on mute. So thank you very much. And I'm going to explain about being wrong in network marketing. All right. So how incredibly awesome that we actually have the most unforgiving business, because we can go out and speak to 40 people and we could stuff up 40 conversations. We don't get sacked, right? We don't have a performance appraisal. We might not get paid if we, like somewhere along the lines probably would, but we don't have a boss breathing down our back. We don't get sacked. We don't lose pay. We have no kind of, badness around it. How great and how unforgiving. But also on the same side of that, because it's unforgiving, we can actually be slack. All right. You will be messy. Be okay with that. You will be messy in the beginning. Remember that it takes 12 months of constant focused effort, turning up on the calls, turning up at the events, turning up in the conversations to become competent. If you went to UIA, you understand Malcolm Gladwell's outliers. To be an expert in any field, you must practice 10,000 hours. Inside of Isogenics, it's 10,000 conversations, intentful conversations. Okay? Just be willing. Just be willing to show up with courage, to share your story and be messy and get paid at the same time. All right? Okay. Now, the relationship thing, just because my big man just walked in and he's next door to me, but we've spoken about this. If you are building your Isogenics business with your partner, or you have a partner who is supporting you while you build your Isogenics business, it is very, very, very important that you share with them your vision, that you share with them why you are doing what you're doing, it is an expectation that you turn up to your training calls, why it's a must that you turn up to your training calls, why it's a must that you go to events, and overarching why it's a must for you to build this to be successful. What is your vision and how does your partner tie into the vision? Okay. Please don't get lax about doing that, because it's vitally important, especially if you have a family or you have, animals even, right? So if you have something that at home is requiring attention from somebody when you can't be there, then your support person is so incredibly important to you, and they need to be loved on and shared. You need to be grateful for their backside support. Okay. And can I please also add that you should never, ever, ever stop inviting your partner to come to events with you. So they could be as simple as a Super Saturday or a University in Action or an ISA Uni, or bigger still, a celebration. You should never, ever, ever stop inviting your partner to come with you. It is their decision to stay, but it's your decision to keep inviting. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
And your friends, let me just find, Eric Warre actually wrote, he said something, and I need to go back and read it because this was quite impactful as well, about friends and family. So, who's had some friends or family that just don't kind of understand your journey right now or what you're doing? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. It's quite normal. Can you just turn the light on for a second, Shona? Thanks, mate. See, he's such a good supporter, even turns the light on. All right. Just wait for it because I'm going to find it in my notes. I've got 36 pages of notes, by the way. All right. Just bear with me while I find it. Oh, okay. I can't find it. Anyway, it was something like like you always you share your vision with the closest people around you, your friends and family, and that's right. You never leave people behind. It is always someone else's decision to stay. Okay, you might want to write that down. Okay, we share our vision of our future and what we're doing here with our friends and family, and it's their decision. Okay, whether they come along or whether they decide to stay, but we never actually leave people behind. It's only their decision to stay put. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's about it. I hope you've loved it.
Yep.
And then, the stories. Are you ready? Because I remember. So my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful daughter, and I'll write something about this in a second. This is how impactful our events can actually be, not only on yourself, but on your family if you actually want to take your children along, because I think it's an incredible growth environment for them as well. So just got to read what she wrote. So Sophie's goal is to be a flight attendant. She actually wants to be a hostie. She's wanted to be a hostie for a long time. And so she sent me a little clip on YouTube about some people like learning how to slide down the escape ramps on airplanes. She did that before I flew over the ocean. And she said, read the caption. And it's basically about dreaming about a career. And I said, this is your dream job. And then she wrote back and she said, yes, this and isogenics. And it's not just my dream, it's what I'm going to be doing. And I said, baby girl, I love that so much. The world is your massive oyster. She goes, I don't like oysters. So isn't that cute? So that's the incredible impact that taking your children or your family along to events can have, because it opens their eyes to a different world of possibility. What was the other thing?
Your story.
No, I did my story. The story. So the calls to action, was that all I had to share though? I did talked about relationships. I talked about Sophie. I think that was the two things I needed to come back to. But the call to action for next week, when we come back on our call, which is, we go back to Tuesday, so it will be Tuesday the 12th. We will be sharing as a group, and I don't care what the why sounds like, what the vision is. I don't care. I don't care whether it's overarching. It's like, I'm doing this because I want to build a village in, Tanzania. It doesn't have to be huge and massive and impactful. It could be simply that I'm doing this right now so I can earn an extra $200 per week, because $200 per week is something to me. Everybody's why is to them very important. So it doesn't need to be big, like Miss Universe Save the World. It can just be you and save yourself. And so please, I want you to come back together next week, Tuesday night, and I want you to share your why. What are you doing this for? Why is it important to you, specifically to you? Okay. And then in the group chat, I will write out those 4 little pointers of doing the story, the Eric Worre way. Okay. And you can share them. Okay. So you can share your why, and then you can share your background, your story, your belief. Does that make sense? And in that way, we actually all get to know each other. And then we, in a space of us becoming distracted, unfocused, in a down cycle, you have not only then given me permission to pick you up and kick you up the backside, you're giving your team as a collective whole permission to do exactly the same thing. Okay? Because we're all in this together. I don't know. That just came out of nowhere. James laughs. He's telling me not to sing. All right. So is that all good? You can come off mute if you have anything to say, if you want to add anything, you want to share your love in any way, share your successes for the week, share a win. I would love to hear that on our calls as we go forward, that you share 1 or 2 things that have been incredible for you in the last 7 days. How you broke out of a comfort zone, how you had a conversation, how you helped somebody, or just how you did something magnificent in your life in the last 7 days. Please share that too.
Yep.
All right.
I have a question, Lisa. The call tomorrow night with Sammy and Brett, is that going to be recorded?
I hope so, because I can't get on it because I've got to do a presentation. I would think that it will be recorded because it's quite important to run through the structure.
I definitely want to watch, but I've got a cricket meeting from, I think, at least 7:30 onwards, and it normally goes for like 2 hours, 2.5. So, but it's one I really want to get to. So I've watched it.
Well, if somebody can, if one of us can commit to being on it and taking some notes, that would be excellent. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, Chicky. Anybody else want to add anything?
No. Thank you.
No, all good.
Okay, we're all good. We're all good, and we're all beautiful,
All good.
and we're all stunning and amazing. And I'm just going to take a photo because I've missed all of your faces. Seriously, smile. Nice. It's actually I'm trying to work out the time zone overseas. I'm just going to stop recording. So guys at home, this applies to you too. Please make sure that you come onto the call next Tuesday night with your calls to action. So with your whys and also your story development. All right.